raise your right hand and be sworn.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give to be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Good morning, Detective Smith.
Good morning.
Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
It's James Smith, James Smith.
And where are you currently employed?
The Metro Nashville Police Department.
And how long have you been employed there?
Nearly 13 years.
Did you ever have an occasion to get involved in this case involving Mr. Blaise Taylor?
I did.
Were you the first officer on the scene at the hospital, the first detective on the scene at the hospital?
I was the first detective to respond.
Did you ever call Andrea Browning and give her permission to go into the house?
Initially, I did not recall that spoke. But yes, been talked about, yeah.
And would you have given anybody permission to go into the house? Is that something you would have done?
The only time that would be done is because I was not doing the search warrant, and the officer I had released, the officer, who initially was going to secure the scene or the apartment at that time, he had been released. The apartment at that time had been released, was no longer in police custody to be frozen and such. So to give permission to anybody, it would have been after that fact that I can't say they can or cannot go in there at that time.
And just to be clear, do you have any documentations or recordings suggesting that you gave someone permission to go into the house?
I personally do not.
And would you have given permission for her or any friends to enter into the apartment?
If given permission, it would have just been family. I would have given them family.
And did you give family permission in this case to go into the apartment?
Based off the recollection that was given to me, it would have been either stepmom or mother, but Ms. Browning would have been the contact.
Would an email that you sent refresh or aid in your memory for your testimony here on today?
Yes.
Have you had the opportunity to refresh your memory?
Yes, sir.
After refreshing your memory, do you have any recollection of giving Mrs. Benning's stepmother or any family members permission to go into the house?
Like I said, initially when I sent this email, I had no recollection or memory of giving anybody permission.
And when did you send the email?
This email was sent yesterday, Sunday, June 28th, 2026, around, it would have been 4 p.m.
And do you stand by that recollection?
Not with the information that was given to me this morning.
What information was given to you this morning?
You provided me a transcript. I still don't remember exactly giving the permission. Like I said, it wasn't in any documentation. I don't have a recording. And the last recording I have was speaking or interviewing anybody was Mr. Taylor. But it was possible that since you gave me information showing this transcript that from Ms. Browning that I had spoken to her.
Okay. So, is your testimony today that you called Ms. Browning and gave her permission to go into the house?
I would say it's possible, yes.
Based on what?
Based off the information that was given to me this morning.
And who gave you that information?
You did.
And the information that I gave you was what exactly?
Transcript from you stated Miss Andrea Browning testifying that I called her.
Was it Miss Browning or was it Miss Burks?
I'm not sure. I recall you saying Miss Browning.
It was Miss Burks.
I'm not sure who Miss Burks is.
Did you ever speak to a Miss Burks?
I'm not sure who that is.
That is Mrs. Benning's mother.
I spoke to her on the phone initially at the hospital. Again, I don't recall speaking to her after.
And in that conversation with her at the hospital, do you recall giving her permission to go into the house?
No, not at the hospital.
Thank you.
Clerk, any questions from Mr. Taylor?
With Sergeant Smith, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sergeant Smith, the other patrol, the uniformed officers had spoken to certain individuals, including Ms. Browning, before you did, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And if the timing reflects that your conversation with Ms. Browning was approximately 1:45 a.m., does that sound accurate?
Yes, sir.
And again, that would have been after Officer Fish discussed.
Yes, sir.
Interviewed her. And so at 1:45 a.m. and thereafter, you knew that there was not going to be a search warrant,
Yes, sir.
correct? And that there was not going to be any police presence at the apartment, correct?
Correct.
And so legally, whatever, morally, was there any authority you had to tell them that they could not go into Jade Benning's apartment, secure it, and deal with it?
No, sir. Once it was released, I can't say who cannot go in there.
Well, when you say released,
Oh,
has anyone ever actually been there to put
No.
up crime scene tape or stand at the door,
no, sir.
barring entrance?
No, sir.
Okay. And so whether you told her that 1:45 or thereabouts, or later in a call, had absolutely every right to go there.
At the time, yes, sir.
That's all I have.
Detective Smith, to be clear, yesterday in your email, you said you did not talk to anyone?
I said, based off my memory and recollection, I don't recall or recount talking to anyone about giving permission to enter the apartment.
And you are aware that your conversation with Ms. Browning, do you know if that was recorded or not?
The initial conversation with Ms. Browning at Vanderbilt Hospital is. Any conversation, again, the last conversation that's recorded in my interviews was Mr. Taylor.
And you would agree with me that nowhere in that recording with Ms. Browning did you give her permission to go into the house?
No, at Vanderbilt Hospital, there was no recording of me giving permission to anybody when I was at Vanderbilt.
And
Is it-
outs-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
You go ahead.
And outside of that recording, you don't have any documentation or recollection of ever giving someone permission to enter into the home?
I don't recall having documentation, or like I said, Mr. Taylor was the last recorded interview I had.
And you do recall that a request was made for the scene to be secured?
I do.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Who's the next witness?
We will call Sergeant Lindsay Fish.